Listen-only mode.
What's up, everybody? Enrique Becco here from Squeezemobi. Welcome, everybody, to today's webinar. I have a ton of stuff to cover today, so we're going to get actually right into it. This is pretty exciting because I was able last minute to get actually Dave Cisneros as well on the webinar, so he's going to be doing a little bit of a guest type of, I guess you call it performance, if that's what you want to call it. And so I'm pumped because when Dave came to me and said he had this fully automated software that pretty much easily pumps out mobile sites for realtors, I got really excited because what we have been doing with for example, with one of our coaching clients, actually using our local webinar model to hustle kind of realtors to a webinar where then you can close them on different types of packages, whether it's mobile sites, whether it's landing pages, SMS campaigns, whatever you choose. So I'm really excited because we have quite a bit of experience in this area. And before we get started, I just want to get a big hello from everybody who is looking forward to today's session. Give me a big yes. All right. Hey, Frank. Hey, Todd. Hey, Brian. Hey, David. Hey, Tom. Kevin. Craig. All right. Barb. Ron. Philip. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So let's get right into it because, like I said, we have quite a bit of things to cover. So I want to start off with a little bit of educational material and how we set up our telemarketing local webinar model with real estate agents so that you can potentially replicate this model too and then sell realtors and real estate agents on mobile. All right, so who on here has some telemarketing experience? Give me a yes, no, maybe so. I want to get a little bit of feedback from everybody on the webinar. All right. So I see Mark, Tina, Eugene. You guys have some. Otherwise, there's a ton of no's. We're getting Gary. Paul even ran a phone room. All right. So one of the models, and there's different models. You can leverage the Philippines. There's some really good telemarketing teams that are much cheaper than U.S. ones. But what we did for this coaching client of ours is we actually leveraged Craigslist. And on Craigslist, if you actually look on Craigslist, you will find quite a bit of telemarketers posting different types of ads. Now, the thing is with telemarketing, you have to set it up correctly. If you don't set it up, and you also have to work either with a person with the team that's gonna help you set it up. They have the expertise, and if you just kind of try to throw, I don't want to curse on here, but stuff at the wall, it probably won't stick. Meaning, you tell them, hey, just start calling and get me some results. It probably won't work, and that's why we went kind of in depth when we were crafting this telemarketing campaign with real estate agents. And the awesome thing about realtors is a lot of times you can also get direct to a realtor, right? So whereas a lot of times otherwise you have to be filtered through a gatekeeper, this is not always the case with the realtors, and you can actually reach them directly, meaning the campaign is going to be a lot more effective. So I'm just kind of flashing here this the script that we had, but basically we drove them to this local webinar where our guy would sign them up right here directly to this GoToWebinar registration page and get their email, their name, sign them up directly. They would be signed up, and he would just touch upon how we would touch on mobile landing page, virtual tours, mobile sites that they could leverage, and SMS lists for each and every single property. Because the big thing you have to remember for real estate agents, what are they in the business of? What are they doing with these properties? They're not only selling them, what are they doing? What is that word that starts with an M? What are they doing? Marketing them. Exactly, Alex. They are marketing every single property. So if they don't have their marketing up to par, what does that mean? Do you think if I go to a real estate agent to sell my house and they don't even have their marketing up to par, what does that tell me about that real estate agent? Are they going to be able to effectively sell my house? You know, their website is terrible. Their website is not mobile optimized. Of course not. They're not going to be. They're going to do a poor job, and that's why that's why when I wrote you that email yesterday, real estate agents, realtors are one of the hottest niches that you can target. And the other thing is they are marketing every single property as kind of like a separate client. You know, so thus, when you start doing mobile marketing for them, when you start building these landing pages, when you start building these SMS campaigns, you need to do it pretty much for every single one of their properties, which turns them, what does that mean? Compared to a regular client. What does that mean? Are they going to be a short-term client or a long-term client? Exactly. It's an income multiplier. And thus, more money long-term, Tina says, and Jamie says ton of work, which is a great thing. So that is the great thing about real estate agents. And so our kind of three-step model, it starts with hiring the telemarketing team, setting them up with the script, and then signing them up directly for that webinar. And when you then do that local presentation, you don't have to take the telemarketing route. Okay, you could just cover this stuff one-on-one, call them up yourself. But when you're ready to kind of multiply your income and scale it up, that's when you want to establish that telemarketing team. Is quickly walk them through. So I'm going to walk you through real quick our local webinar presentation. Okay, and sorry, this is not the one. I'm going to walk you through our real estate, but only in 2 minutes because I want Dave to show you something really cool. And basically what we did here, we built the urgency in the beginning, kind of talked a little bit about it ourselves. You guys may have seen this presentation before, and then discussed, hey, how about mobile optimized websites? How can you leverage mobile optimized websites as a realtor, and why do you need one? Why do you need to have your marketing up to par? So first, building via some statistics, 70% of all mobile searches result in action, meaning if someone's searching for a realtor on their mobile phone, they're going to call that realtor. They're not going to just let this sit. And why they need to have that mobile website. And then going also into virtual tour landing pages, this is something cool that we touched upon as well, and how they should have one of these landing pages for each one of their properties, as well as SMS campaigns for each one of their properties, updating those potential customers. Hey, there's another property listed in your area. Number one. Number two, oh, the price just went down. Maybe you want to come in now. Oh, number three, for example, we're having an open house this weekend on the property, and also telling that realtor exactly how to structure that campaign. So just wanted to run you through that, and so you could develop potentially your own local webinar presentation, or just your presentation that you're going to be given to realtors on how they can leverage these mobile marketing strategies. Feel free to steal what I just told you about, and how they can use mobile landing pages, SMS lists, in order to drive the sale of each one of their properties and make sure those properties get sold not in a couple months, but very timely, so that they can get results. The problem is, Once you close those, how do you actually build the sites? How do you then build something for them that is going to be very, very professionally designed? It's going to be hot, and it's going to get the word out, get their brand out. And with that being said, I want to hand it off. Dave, are you just wanted to introduce Dave Cisteros, who's actually we've been talking quite a bit lately. A really good guy, really humble guy, which is not something you often see in this community, and runs his business pretty successfully. So I wanted to get Dave on here, and he's going to actually show you a demo of how you can do the fulfillment now for these clients that you closed with these 2 steps. And so we could kind of finish up with the 3rd step, and then I'm going to wrap it up for you guys. All right. So, Dave, can I hand it off to you?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? I love the energy.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Are you stressed out?
I am. Let me show my screen here.
Dave is extremely busy today, so thank you so much for coming out, because I know you're extremely busy today. And I won't keep you here long, but I'm sure everyone on here is going to appreciate even just a couple minutes of your time.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. I'm honored to be here, and I'm seeing some of the comments. I see a few people giving some shout-outs, so that's great stuff. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so you see this pack of images. I'm just going to go through this really quick. And again, man, I love the energy. I love the way you set that up, because this is, to me, I used to be a real estate broker, and I was a real estate agent before that, and I used to have to. It was a little different, because when I was marketing my properties, I mean, they were selling like hotcakes. I mean, I didn't even have to do anything because the market was so hot. But now we know that things have changed so much. You have to actually, like you said, you need to market your property, and going mobile is definitely the way to go. So if you're not familiar, I'm going to be launching this in just a few minutes, the mobile site machine. And this is a little story right here that I tell on my sales page. I'm not going to go through it, but make sure you read that, because I think it's a real familiar story to a lot of people, the way we drive around neighborhoods looking for properties. My wife and I, we used to drive around, we had certain areas in different neighborhoods where we wanted to live, and before we even found a real estate agent, we were driving the neighborhood looking at properties. And how many times did we come across a real estate sign where we would call the agent and it'd go straight to recording? And we didn't want that. We didn't want to necessarily get sold. We just wanted the details, and then make that call to say, yeah, this is something we want to see. So I think this opportunity here to market properties is a good thing, especially going mobile. Sorry if you hear my dog going crazy over here. But I'm going to go through the product real quick. This is the hardest part about setting these templates up, is just making sure the images that you have are ready to go. A property description image, and this is a sample demo pack that you get with the mobile site machine, just so you can make some demo sites right away. You have a logo, you have the agent, whether it's male or female, you're going to want their image. But obviously, if you are going to be doing, this is the premium version right here. With the premium pack, you get a YouTube video option. So obviously, you'll need a video created that you can plug right in. And you also have a carousel slider option here. So if you're going to use a carousel slider, you can load up to 5 images that will fade. And we're using jQuery mobile, top of the line coding on this template. So it looks really nice, really professional fade. But you'd obviously have more property images if you're going to set that one up. But I'm going to show you a demo real quick on just setting up a static home page. And you'll notice that it says with a logo and with text logo. So not every real estate agent has a logo. Maybe they don't have a logo from the very beginning. They just want to use their name as their company. You could simply just type in their name for their business name, and it'll display a text logo rather than having some graphic logo. So that's a good option as well. But let me just show you this real quick. Once you open up the software, you click on the button that you want to get started with, and then it'll open up a new piece of software. And this this is where it becomes very easy. And I have some default information in here. All you do is simply highlight it and put your own information. So I'm not going to go through all of this completely, but you just replace the text. Sometimes there'll be some hints and tips down here, especially for the graphics, just to kind of help you out with, what graphic sizes to use and stuff. But most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Hit the next button, just upload your logo. So let me go over here to my MSM demo images folder, and this is the folder that I was showing you guys. So I'm just going to click on that logo, click next. With the premium version, you get 10 different CSS color options. So you can just select whichever color option you want here. So let me go with number 4. The basic version, you'll see that there's a basic version available on the sales page. You only get 5 color options with that version, and you only get the static image template. You don't get the slider carousel nor the YouTube version. So okay, property image. Let's use this one for the front. Okay, now that's the image that's going to go right in the front of the template, as you can see in this little graphic right here on the software. There's a street name. I'll just go ahead and leave this in there for now. You'll enter the price. I mean, there's no coding that you have to look at. I mean, this is really, we've tried to make this as easy and quick as possible. This is the URL to the agent's website, so we'll just put in a filter website. Homepage URL for this mobile website, so whichever URL that you upload this site to, let's just say you purchased the domain 123elm.info, and that's something that I like to do because .infos are really cheap, and if you're going to sell the template to an agent, you've already closed the deal, why not go and pick up a $3 or $4 .info from GoDaddy or Namecheap and then put this so it's really easy to market. You can put this on the real estate sign right in the front of the house. Check out this property at 123elm.info and make it really easy for the buyer. Let's upload another image. This is going to go on the property page. Okay, number of bedrooms, put it in there, number of bathrooms, the square footage of the property lot size. We just put some bare basics of, generalities of what people are looking for, what year the property was built. And then here's an area for some additional details that you can add. You can add what the crime is. If there's a link to, this is a really good crime rate in this neighborhood. The schools are great. Here's a link to that, and you can enter HTML and hyperlinks in here. Anything you want to do. Now here's the latitude and the longitude info from Google Maps. We have an instructional sheet that'll show you how to get these numbers. And you just put in the dimensions there for the property address. Makes it real easy to get directions to the property. Enter the agent's name, an image. Okay, really simple. Here's a tap to call number, and there's specific instructions because the tap to call number has to be all put together with no spaces. And then we have this is the way it's going to display on the page, so it can look a little bit different. But you just put the number there. Maybe they have a different phone number that they want to receive for the text messaging option, so you put that number right in there. Real estate agent email address. A privacy policy page. We have a pack of legal content in the download area for you. You can use that, just simply edit it for your particular agent or broker, and then this yourself. I mean, we're not lawyers, and we can't, the legalities of using it you're basically on your own, but we have provided you with that information. All right, and then right here, the terms and conditions, the same thing. So we're going to click finish. I'm going to go to desktop, and I'm just going to call this Webby sample for now. Okay, click the OK button. Now my software is doing its work. Okay. Another nice feature is that I can save this. I can save this file So if I need to go back and just change a phone number, the agent wants to change out the image, whatever, I could just save that. So let me get that out of the way for you. So here's my Webby sample, my save file, and then here's my folder. Let me close this one. This is a folder with my web template that I just created. Open that up for you, and there it is. Okay, got my template all set up. Property description page with the image. There's all my information.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quick, it's easy. There's a map to the property right there. And you can see the functionality of the jQuery, how it's got the fade options, it's got the buttons, it's got the social sharing icons all set up. These are all set up to actually share the property address. So if I click that, you can see the property address is all linked up. So, we've done our best to try to get you guys something real quick, easy, with a lot of bells and whistles and color options.
And you can also include the YouTube video, right?
Yeah, for the...
So you could do like a virtual tour.
Absolutely. The YouTube video will show right here in the very front. This is the static image template, but the YouTube video will display the YouTube tour right here, front and center. And then as well as give you the option to put a property image right here in the property description page. And then we also have, let me close out of this.
Sick.
And then you have the carousel slider, which will have a nice little slider moving these images right here, and it'll have captions right below it that'll show you how everything works, man. It's a good deal. Here's let me show you real quick. On the sales page, there's a ton of images here. We go step by step and in detail of everything that you get. There's some samples here. Okay. Here's how the text logo looks. There's the color options. You can scan it, QR code, everything. It's a good deal.
All right. Well, Dave, I know you probably have to run, so
I do, man.
I'll let you run. Thank you so much. I'll explain to the crew how they can profit from this a little bit more, and I look forward to doing a couple things to get together as well. I'll tell everybody as well about the bonus webinar training that they get if they get in. So thanks a lot, Dave, and I'll take it from here. Let me change presenter back to myself.
All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
All right, 1 second, everybody. Okay, so I want to see how easy does that look? Just real quick, how easy does that look? Because the crazy part, do you think you could do that? Do you think you could do that? Give me a yes or a no. Okay? There's no HTML code. Like there's nothing that you have to mess around with. There is none of that crap. Plus, on top of that, why is this big? Think about it, right? You're in your car. You're passing an open house. You see a for sale sign for a property, and it just has a stupid number there. No one's going to call it. Now imagine, everyone has a smartphone now. It just has a QR code that links up to one of these sites that you pop out literally in 5 minutes. And each of those sites has a virtual tour that you just upload to YouTube. And you could just do these for every one of that real estate agent's properties and sell them and you even have them record the virtual tour. You don't do any of that, and sell them for a couple $100, like 500, 600, 700 bucks. All right, depending on the area you are. This is big, and it's so simple. You don't show them this software. All right, they think you're spending hours and hours and hours creating each one of these, but you have this software that is extremely automated. And you just enter a couple things from that, okay? So, and yes, there's a little bit of the manual part, right? You got to enter these the listing details in there, but that's it. That's it. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get more automated than that. And we're so excited. We loved this software so much that we decided to put together a huge bonus package, in my opinion, that you get if you get in on it. And the first thing is this logo that you can either use for your real estate client, for your realtor, or you could use it yourself and brand yourself as a real estate mobile consultant. The second thing that you get is this business card that you can once again use yourself as the real estate mobile consultant, or for every single realtor that you have as a client, you can then make their business cards. Their business cards usually are super boring. They suck. They have no marketing edge to them, and create these business cards as well. That's the second bonus. The third one, this one is big because this one is big. Why? Because flyers are so important for realtors. You go into an open house, what do you have? Flyers. You go into a real estate, a realtor's office, you have flyers. There's flyers everywhere. But most of them look terrible, number one. And number two, what I recommend is you just throw in a QR code in there as well and link it up now to this mobile website that you create for each and every single one of the properties that real estate agent has listed under them. And these are sick. As you can see, the designs are hot. And when someone who's looking to buy a property picks up one of these, they're going to be interested in that property, because just having one of these flyers is going to make that property look even hotter, and more people are just going to want it much more. All right. Now, number 4, you saw that telemarketing script that I showed you. All right. That is our special bonus number 4. And this one is big because we go over in that telemarketing script. You get pretty much everything where we're talking about, hey, we do kind of our little bit of cocky intro of, hey, this is a cold call, blah blah blah, and then we talk about the webinar that you could use this script to hustle people to a local webinar, and then talk about, hey, these mobile sites with video virtual tours that you can now use David's software for, SMS lists that you can use our Squeezemobi Billionaire platform for, and then customer conversions. You have that entire script, so you can use it either one of 2 ways. Number 1, if you're calling realtors yourself, just use the script now. You now have a good script. You're not going to go blank. You're not going to know what you can or cannot say. You have a professional script to follow. Number 2, if you're going to hire a telemarketer, you just have the script that you can now send them without you necessarily doing too much work. And this telemarketer can set appointments with the script or hustle these people to a local webinar. So the opportunities are endless depending on where you are with your business. All right? So that is the entire Squeezemobi special package. And let me tell you, just so you know the pricing, the basic version of this software, which includes 5 color schemes, is just $7. The premium version is $17. That includes 3 versions. It includes the YouTube videos, which I highly recommend. You want to get this premium version because if you want to do those virtual tours, which are very high value, and you could sell those for $750, then that is what you want to get. 10 colors as well. And then there is an upgrade offer for just $9. Is the real estate credibility pack, but only if you get that upgrade offer will our telemarketing script bonus be included. That telemarketing script in itself is worth at least $50. That took me hours and hours to craft and really handcraft, really create so that it is effective, it is high converting. All right, so that is the special offer. This is probably, I think it just went live. Go through our link if you want to receive those bonuses. If you get either one of the first front-end licenses, you get those first 3 bonuses. But that telemarketing script is only if you get the upgrade. All the bonuses are delivered, auto-delivered through Warrior Plus. So just go to squeezemobi.com/Dave RE. And there's over 200 people on this webinar, so I would recommend. There's only 100 bonus limit. I don't want that telemarketing script to be oversaturated. I don't want every second person to be using it in every single city. So we are limiting these bonuses, okay, to the first 100. It is squeezemobi.com/Dave RE. Please clear your cookies as well if you can. Please, please, please. And what you then want to do is once you clear your cookies, then click on our link. You will be cookied in. Let me put it in the chat. Avi, do you think you put it there as well? Let me do it. Give me 1 second, because this is going crazy. And once we do that, 1 second. Okay, great. I put it in the chat. I put it in the chat. So I hope all of you should be having it now. With that being said, I'm going to stop recording this.